What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video today, thanks to Mud Pit. We are going to be reacting to a Mud Pit video. Thank you, Mud Pit. This one is called "Is This the End for Wannabe Alpha Male Ginger Watson?" There's so many different Watsons, right? They all sprung off of the Wessie tree, right? The hell's going on there? What is that? All right, we'll figure it out. And this one has 6,000 views 5 hours ago, which means it probably has more. This guy isn't going to get as many views as Wes and, you know, the rest of the Sharmutas. But this guy right here is the angriest, the weirdest at all of them. And if we watch Wes, you know, some people would probably be like, damn, you can get more angry than that. Wes is fake angry. Wes is putting on a show. This dude right here, if you haven't seen him yet, this dude has some serious issues. And you'll see it right now. Let's get to it.
That's why you don't like me, because I'll say and do whatever the I want whenever I want. The amount of losers talk about, your life is ruined because of those tattoos, bro. And I make more in a week than the entire bloodline does.
He makes more than a week than my entire family does. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Thanks to you guys, I make decent money here. Full-time YouTuber. I do happen to have a family member that's a millionaire. Actually, two of them, a male cousin and a female cousin. So there's a lot of people that have family that have money. Maybe we all don't, but the arrogance, like the fact that he's that arrogant but cannot grow a proper beard. Where's the mustache and then where's the soul patch part? I'm just saying. Maybe you should have tattooed a real beard on. Just a thought. And we're just getting started.
Watch this. You know how much hate Jake Paul got? I'm about to triple this. It's game time. No one's ever left me a day in my life. Like you. You've been in my stories for 2 years but don't follow me. My dick's been in your mouth that entire time. So as always, do better.
Well, now you're gonna get it. That's right. You and me. Right now. We're having it out. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Damn, they did a cartoon about Ginger Watson. And that's, for the most part, usually what happens to bullies. When somebody steps up to them, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, too late. This is why Mud Pit is tearing it up. You see? And then he allows me to come and just comment and make sure you guys go and watch I don't do the whole video. You go and you watch the remaining parts of this video. You give them a like, you subscribe if you haven't already, and you tell them that Dub sent you.
G'day everyone, welcome back to the swamp, and thank you for checking out today's video. In today's video, it's finally time to revisit the angriest little manlet wannabe alpha male of the bunch, Ginger Watson, or Kyle Perry as he falsely calls himself. So Ginger Watson has absolutely been losing his shit over on his page. He's kind of just become a complete joke at this point, who people clown on the daily. But there's been some interesting developments in the saga that I really wanted to share with you guys.
Yo, don't it suck that I'm tatted up and they make fun of my face tattoos and they...
He's tatted up. Wait, let's start over.
Really wanted to share with you guys.
Yo, don't it suck that I'm tatted up and they make fun of my face tattoos and they still can't beat me in life? That would suck. Catch up.
So,
what is the line on his face though? What is the line right here supposed to mean? You're a China doll? What is that? You're a clown? I don't know.
Quick little summary of Ginger Watson for the people who might not be familiar with him. Long story short, he is another wannabe Wes Watson clone. A sad and desperate imitation of a guy who is the biggest joke on the internet right now. And just like his daddy, Ginger Watson sells coaching and training programs promising that you'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars if you follow his advice. Or should I say sold. A bit more on that development here shortly.
You guys live life on the sidelines, bro. The amount of losers talk about your life is ruined because of those tattoos, bro. And I make more in a week than their entire bloodline does. And my kids are going to be ultra successful, unlike you. It's crazy to me you guys are so worried about counting the pockets of others, you can't even internalize how big of a piece of shit you are. You're a bum, you drink, you do nothing with your lives, you're overweight, and you don't even have a good career. And none of these want you. So as always,
they don't?
Better.
Now what makes Ginger Watson so special is the absolutely delusional way that he carries himself. He already holds the title as the angriest Wes Watson wannabe, but dare I say this guy is...
I'm sorry, Muppet, but let me see. We live in a world where bench warmers and losers tell winners they are wrong. Little bro, you can't even figure out how to not live paycheck to paycheck. Worry about your own pockets before counting someone else's. But you were just saying that people are living paycheck to paycheck. You realize you're pocket watching, right? Stupid. Okay, let's go to the next deep one. Y'all got too comfortable not getting punched in your mouth. I'll run a fade in traffic, then go sell Mrs. Betty the best insurance plan she could ask for like nothing happened. Real men still exist. Stand 10 toes on them words, little guy. If you get in a fight with a man, you're not going to go sell Miss Betty nothing. I mean, maybe you're fighting a woman or a child, but you get in a fight with a man, you're going to know you were in a fight. First of all, tough guy. Okay, hate only comes from the bottom dwellers. Your fucking everything about you is hate. But he's a bottom dweller then. I've never seen a winner hate on anyone. We are too... We? What? We got to start over. This is crazy. Hate only comes from the bottom dwellers. I've never seen a winner hate on anyone. We are too busy stacking these wins. If you have hate in your heart, the universe will never let you win, so stay average, I guess. He's a winner? I guess by his standards.
Even more delusional than the rest of the Puss Boy platoon.
Haters on the internet are the same ones like, where's my hug at? Where was my hug in high school? And they sat at the lunch table by themselves, bro. They're straight losers. If we had an IQ level and then that's the bracket you were on Instagram, these haters wouldn't even be able to talk to nobody but the other people built like Teletubbies that are putting the fries in the bag.
Hey, shout out to the guys putting the fries in the bag, though. Thank you. Somebody has to do it.
Stop trying to argue the message to the ones that don't want to listen and just preach to the ones that are willing to wake up. As always, do better.
You ever had a significant head injury? You have? What happened to you?
Often mistaken for a circus clown walking around without his makeup on, Ginger Watson's favorite pastime is to berate and insult people online, and also blow smoke up his own ass. He has recently started calling himself The Monster, which is about as cringeworthy as it gets. His followers, who he calls his gorillas...
Oh, I'm sorry, Muppet. You guys think I care people speak ill on my name? Yeah. I love the hate and I love the drama because I've been about this action my entire life. He listens to rap, huh? They never speak like that in person, and their life always reflects misery and chaos. I'd hate me too. I love myself, and these pussies hate their entire existence. Do they? There's a lot of people laughing at you. But I'm worried. I'm scared. Fuck, I'm glad I've never met you.
Are a sad group of about 30 people who are the only ones who like and comment on his posts. He has become more and more obsessed with this godlike image he's been giving himself, often calling other men weak and that no one would ever dare say anything to him in person. He does that thing that all these weirdos like to do, which is to pretend that they would beat the shit out of anyone who even looks at them funny, and copes by telling you on their stories about how bad they are and how you would never want to mess with someone like them.
Pussies will walk on eggshells the rest of your life. That's why you don't like me, because I'll say and do whatever the I want whenever I want. I live in true freedom of everything. I do what I want when I want. I say what I want, and nobody can stop me. And that's why you guys are failing. You're so scared to just say what you want to say. Say it. Don't worry about the losers. Don't worry about the naysayers. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and chase your dreams. And as always, do better.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
But unfortunately for old mate, his skinny fat body, along with his chrome dome and goofy beard, his little squiggle over his eye, and his 5'8" frame, not.
Oh man, Mud Pit. Mud Pit went in. Let's hear that again. Hold up. His skinny fat body, his chrome dome, the squiggle on his eye. Get him.
With his chrome dome and goofy beard, his little squiggle over his eye, and his 5'8" frame, not a single person on the planet actually takes him seriously.
Like a little godly, a little gangster, a little hillbilly. I got a little bit of it all. But don't ever think for 1 second that I got a little bit of a bitch in me. Because we love this shit around here.
But what is actually...
Some people shouldn't be allowed on social media, for reals. There's some people, I mean, you see it in the comment section all the time, especially the guys with no profile picture and no real name. Chinga, the toughest ones of all. But for reals, they should have a test you have to take, like a psychological test on whether or not you can have, like, you're allowed to record anything and just put it on the internet. But all of these guys that do the Wes Watson thing, why do they all talk like they're the baddest motherfucker alive? There's no such thing. There's no such... Everybody, you tangle with the motherfucking beast, you're going to get your ass whooped at some point, right? These guys are a trip.
Caused this strange individual to become even more deranged as of late. Well, that's where this whole thing gets really interesting. So Mr. Ginger has recently disassociated himself from Wesley and the gang in order to pursue his own dream, which...
I'm going to rewind that. Hey, but something just dawned on me. Have we ever seen an angry, aggressive redhead ever like this? He might be crazy. I don't think I've ever met I don't think I've ever met a fucking ginger that's aggressive. I don't even, come to think of it, when was the last time like women? I've seen redhead women, but men, they're rare nowadays, no? I've never seen an aggressive one. I didn't even think about it till right now. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? What happened here? Been through some stuff or what?
I'm even more deranged as of late. Well, that's where this whole thing gets really interesting. So Mr. Ginger has recently disassociated himself from Wesley and the gang in order to pursue his own dream, which is becoming an insurance seller. You know, those annoying little shits that keep calling, messaging, and emailing you to try and get you to buy insurance from them. Yeah, he is that twat now. And I think now that he's finally left the Watson cult behind, I think we can all agree that Ginger Watson has finally ascended to Power Bottom Perry.
Every single thing in the universe starts to align, dude. Like the amount of shit that I just pulled off in the last like 3 days, business wise, like I never could have achieved this shit 2 weeks ago.
Hold on.
Like I never could have achieved this shit 2 weeks ago.
I never could have achieved it, and then you said 2 weeks ago. So what happened in 2 weeks that made it all possible? But you're going to teach everybody what you learned in 2 weeks. You're going to for $40,000 a year or something like that. Let's see.
With the situation and the mindset I was like, the people I was around, get around to celebrate success, man. That's all I gotta say. And every single thing happens for a reason. A lot of my aggressive videos are going away because I don't really give a fuck about preaching to fitness anymore. I'm still going to be aggressively telling you guys to get into sales to change your life. So just keep watching. This story's evolving fast.
So your plan now, let me get this straight. So you went from trying to sell fitness programs during a kind of a rough patch in our economy, right? Right. To sales in the same economy. Oh, these guys are fucking. There's a reason why they all hang out with each other. So you don't understand you're still in sales, whether you were doing fitness or doing this insurance thing, whatever the fuck. You're still in sales. You understand that, right? You dumb fuck. The economy is still the same right now.
Now, Altmate then went on to have a little tantrum in the middle of the road about how dog shit the online coaching culture has become. He doesn't name anyone in particular, but I'm pretty sure we all know who he's referring to. He pretends that he left by his own accord, but more than likely it's because he could no longer afford Wes's coaching and got pissy when Wes wouldn't give him a discount.
Real I completely understand why people think these on the internet are like halfway lying about discipline and shit, because I know so many motivational that literally live the exact opposite, bro. Like, the amount of things they do outside of the gym culture that is...
Homie, let me tell you something right now. If it fits, a scorned woman hath no fury. Spill the beans, Redbeard. Spill the beans. So you couldn't afford another year? And now you're gonna expose it, fool. That's your best content would be to expose them guys. You were a part of it. You know the real deal. You know what's going on. If you were really around them, who'd want to be around them? But this right here, and do me a favor, turn your phone sideways, stupid. Unless all you do is IG. If all you're doing is on Instagram, then I get why you don't know how to hold a camera yet. But there's more money in YouTube, so figure it out.
Exact opposite, bro. Like, the amount of things they do outside of the gym culture that is like asinine, that would never even have fit in 15 years in the gym culture. But now, like, bro, they've been vaping in the middle of a workout. Like, shit got backwards.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Now, the funny part about Power Bottom Perry's crash out is that not only has he completely abandoned his entire online coaching shtick, but he has now taken up what is arguably the scammiest scam in the history of scams, selling insurance. And not only is he doing this by himself, but in his own words, he wants to assemble an army of savages who want to break away from the 9-to-5 and become rich.
Make $10,000 a month from home. Hit me up. I'm onboarding people left and right, and it's very simple. I can get you the exam prep for free. All you need to be is coachable and a hard worker. You will have to pay for your own exam prep and your FBI background check. My one homie just passed his test. He'll be starting on my team within the next 2 weeks. And then I have a bunch of people onboarding over the next month. So the team's gonna be fully loaded. You'll go on a Zoom every day. We'll teach you and coach you how to make more sense.
Could you imagine a Zoom call every day with this dude right here? It's like, remember in Austin Powers when they're like, look, we're gonna go in there. Look, we're gonna go in there right now. When you go in there, don't look at his mole. Fuck you telling me that for? Now of course I'm gonna look at the fucking mole. You see this fucking dork with this fucking a line on his face. So imagine, think about this. You go in there, and there's an angry ginger with a line on his eye, right? And then, so you're listening to this fucking moron try to talk tough, right? And you're like, redhead, calm down, fool. You're stupid. You're great. You can't even grow a beard, right? So you're thinking that, and on top of that, then you realize, this is my boss. No. Not gonna happen.
Sales, you can easily turn $350 in aged leads into $3,000 to $5,000. Rinse, wash, repeat, and then start buying higher intent leads. Very easy, very simple. Hit me up.
He does the usual limited spaces available grift and doesn't tell you anything about what he's selling you. All you're told is that he will be the guy at the top who gives you referrals, and then you work through those referrals hoping and praying that someone buys the bull you're selling. Then people who have paid for a cheaper version or are still new to the scam come in and referrals get trickled down to them from you. Kinda like a pyramid scheme. But don't call it a pyramid scheme in front of him, because not only does Power Bottom Perry not understand what a pyramid scheme is, but he freaks out whenever anyone says anything to do with pyramids in front of him.
Yo, my favorite part is one of these call something a pyramid scheme, and then they work a job, right? That the higher you get up, the less work they're doing, and they're making money off your slave labor because your work ethic never got you to the top. And then the people that created that company you work for makes millions off of selling the products that you build. Like, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's also a pyramid scheme. If you call everything a pyramid scheme,
What?
you're just at the bottom, you stupid.
Is he... April Fools! Oh, he's not going to say April Fools? Oh, my God, you're stupid. He's going to... Yeah, just pay him whatever he's asking for, and he's going to teach you shit.
Bro, people are... That's not like you're selling... I'm not selling you 100 bars of soap to resell. I'm giving you an opportunity to sell something that actually provides value. You guys are in a pyramid schemes at your 9-to-5s. You I cannot believe how dumb people are.
Is he mad at himself right there? Or what? Who are you mad at? This dude is a trip. He thinks he's spitting game right here, and he's fucking dumber than a bag of hammers.
Are in today's world. You're a bottom dweller. You scammed yourself.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It really is sad watching you guys try to squirm your way
Let me see. Gotta make sure I don't do too much. We'll go a couple more minutes.
out of the web of that you've been caught in. If you really think a 9-to-5 is a pyramid scheme because a hierarchical role and salary structure exists, then you're dumber than the shit that you tattooed on your face. But in other development, it seems that Power Bottom Perry's wife has finally come...
Hold on. Hey, let me back that up. Hey, Holmes. Wait. Where's the... Wait. Damn! A mud pit is tearing this guy up. Shh. Terrors, get on a mud pit, obviously. But there's a lot to not like, right? Hopefully mud pit, if you guys like me reacting to this dude, tell Mud Pit to make more videos about it. We're working as a team on this, man. Right? This dude is look. Okay, there he doesn't have the fucking stupid line on his face, right? But to go on a show, a podcast, whatever he's on right there, Esco Elite. I'm gonna have to look at Esco Elite, if I remember. And I'm gonna look this up and see how he was conducting himself, because he's got a cross in the open, and his sweater, his hoodie says "Favored by God." Something happened to this. I don't know. Somebody hurt this dude's little heart, because I don't see the cross anymore. Hold on, let's see.
That you tattooed on your face. But in other development, it seems that Power Bottom Perry's wife has finally come to her senses.
No one's ever left me a day in my life. Like you. You've been in my stories for 2 years, but don't follow me. My dick's been in your mouth that entire time. So as always, do better.
Nah, your wife left you, big boy. Pretend all you want, but I saw all the stories and I can 100% confirm that she left you and took the kids with her. I'd like to think that she finally saw what a piece of shit you really are and how you care about no one but yourself. And quite frankly, you were actively endangering her and your children by acting like a tough guy online, saying that you never get called out in person or that you can beat anyone up. I mean,
Shit got real personal right now. I didn't know if I should leave the room and come back. But Mud Pit's 100% right. You can't walk around like you're tough. I mean, I've said it before. You can't tempt the devil and then be mad when he shows up. And your wife was smart to remove herself from that type of situation and remove the kids. And, you walk around, get some more scribbles on your face, stupid. I don't know. Get your insurance stuff plastered on your forehead for sales.
like a tough guy online, saying that you never get called out in person or that you can beat anyone up. I mean, here's a clip of Power Bottom trying to cope by saying that God has blessed him and that his wife leaving him is actually a good thing.
They weren't supposed to come, dog. They were meant to leave your life because they weren't supposed to be there to celebrate your wins. They weren't supposed to be there to celebrate the money. They weren't supposed to be there to celebrate the happiness. Not everything or everyone that leaves your life is a punishment. It was a blessing from God to clear the path to your destination.
Shut your mouth, mate.
Nah, you're...
Shut your mouth, mate. The arrogance. I'm going to end it there. You got 5 more minutes. A little less than 5 minutes left in this video. You notice that all of these Wessies, they don't smile. They every one of them is angry, is uptight, is bitter, and they really want to. They think they're going to convince people to give them money to be that, to be unhappy. The guy interviewing him hasn't smiled once, has he? And they all have horrible tattoos. Look at that guy too. Sorry, Esco Elite. I don't know who you are, but damn, not one of them has good ink on them. Well, that's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.